Welcome to the demo of the Inspect Received Goods Using Industrial Handheld Devices feature in Manufacturing's Quality Inspection Management. In this demo, we'll cover how to perform an inspection of received goods while using a handheld device. You'll see that this feature provides the ability to capture inspection results at the point of receipt without having to return to a workstation or desktop, enabling faster results entry and faster decision making based upon those results. So we'll begin our demonstration from the inventory management mobile landing page, and we'll choose the Inspect Goods task. And you'll choose your organization name. Then you'll either scan a barcode, or manually enter in your receipt number. And you'll choose the item that you wish to inspect. Okay, and you'll see for this particular item, we have 4 samples created. You'll notice that in order to really increase the speed at which you go through this, we've defaulted in all of the target values. We've set that up in the inspection plan, and you notice everything is completed. You've got 4 samples here. Now you can inspect by sample, which if you choose that, what it'll do is it will allow you to go ahead, enter change information, enter gauge information, for instance, if you'd like, express which asset you use to go ahead and collect these results with. If there's any, flex fields, you'll have them defined here. You can go ahead and enter the values. Any attachments will be shown. So basically anything you can do from the desktop in terms of entering values here will work. So that's one way, and then you'll scroll through each of the different characteristics, and you'll notice if it's optional, you could skip it. It'll tell you that. If you change something, you want to save it, you can choose Save and Next or Save and Close if you only want to change one. That's one way of doing it. You can also enter results by characteristic. So what'll happen is, again, you'll see that there are 3 characteristics associated with this inspection. You'll notice which ones are optional, so you can skip them completely if you have no need to enter that value. Or you can go ahead and say, I want to enter for each of these 4 samples, I want to go through for each one and enter a value. The other option is, and let's say in this particular case, we have it so that, again, we have everything defaulted to passing, but let's say I want to, change a few of them. So in general, if I want to apply result across multiple samples. So for instance, I have these 4 samples, and 2 of them I notice a scratch on. So I want to specify which of these 2 samples I saw the scratch on, and I can go ahead and I can have the values entered, the result values shared across those 2. So I can go ahead and I can choose my 2 samples, for instance, and I could say for characteristic number 1, is there visual damage? In this particular case, there is. And then I can go ahead and Save and Next. And description of damage. In this particular case, I can go ahead and say scratch on side. If there's any, again, additional information, I can enter it here, and all this will be shared across the 2 samples that I've selected. So I'm going to say, I'm going to leave the other value, and I'm just going to say right here, I'm going to go Save and Close. Now what we can do is we can go ahead and we can take a look, and we have View Summary. And you'll notice that because the I've changed those. You'll notice out of the 4 samples, 2 are accepted, 2 are rejected because we show that there's visual damage. It'll show you the name of the inspection plan that was used, the inspection level that was used. You can also take a look at if there were any inspection instructions. They can be seen from the handheld as well. If there's any inspection level attachments, the attachments that we looked before were at the result level or the specification line level. And now if there are any attachments you want to attach at the inspection level of any kind of pictures that you want to take with your handheld, you can attach them here. And again, if there's any descriptive flex fields that are defined, you could go ahead at the header level, you could go ahead and enter them here. So now that we've got everything entered, let's go back and take a look at samples. So we have, let's say all 4 of our samples are completed. We can go ahead now and confirm our inspection. So if there was any additional information set up by receiving, any kind of receiving attachments or any kind of DFFs that were set up, descriptive flex fields that were set up on the receiving side, you can go ahead and enter any kind of notes you'd like here as well, and then follow through and submit. And you'll see now your inspection is completed and there's no other items to inspect on that particular receipt. And that completes the flow. That concludes our demo. Thank you for watching.